Hi friends, it's Joan at 10 Pentacles Tarot, and today I'm going to review for you the Deck of Fortune, how to read your fortune in a deck of playing cards. And this is a book and card set. Now I'll be honest with you, the first thing that attracted me to this set is the color scheme. I love it. I think it's beautiful. Okay, so that's just me, but you may like it or you may not, but I think it's great. Okay, so here we go. So this is the box. Now this is what the spine looks like. It looks like a book that you can put in the bookshelf. It says it's by Jane Struthers. This is what the end looks like, and the other end just is plain. And it says, a practice known as cartomancy, using playing cards to read your fortune, is an ancient art and powerful divinatory tool. It predates all other forms of fortune telling with cards, even tarot, and it will take you on a fascinating path of self-discovery. Featuring guidance on the meanings and astrological associations of each card, the Deck of Fortune will teach you how to ask the cards for answers to life's burning questions. This pack includes 52 beautifully illustrated playing cards to help you get started. And so this was $9.99 in pounds. And honestly, I don't remember how much. It was either $7.99 or I'm thinking it was $7.99. And I believe I found this at the Half Price bookstore, actually. But I've seen it in other places as well. So the packaging I have a tiny issue with. I mean, it looks really cool. But there's a flap that opens here on this side, like this, which is probably what I should have done to begin with, but nope. I tried to open the other side and I ended up ripping this because I didn't realize, oh, here's the little tab you pull out like that. So my fault. You're probably not that, whatever. Anyway, so it comes with the card in here and the book in here. This insert is a little problematic. You have to put in the book first and then the cards, or what happens is the cards all fall down like inside like that, and then, just not that great, but it's okay. It looks good anyway. That's what the insert looks like. Here's the insert. I'll just pull it out so I can show you. Not that you really care, but that's it. All right, so the cards are a regular set of playing cards. And let's look at the guidebook first, and then I'll do a one-card reading for us at the end so you can see how the book's written. It says, with guidance on the meanings and astrological association of each card and how to ask the cards for answers, this is a complete beginner's guide to reading your fortune. Okay, that's the back, and the front says how to read your fortune in a deck of playing cards. And this is a matte finish book, soft cover. I find the design very appealing. Again, it's by Jane Struthers. It is published by Hachette Books in 2020. Well, it says first published in 2021 by Pyramid, an imprint of Octopus Publishing Group Ltd. in London. And okay, but it says it's a Hachette. That's a Hachette UK company. All right, so again, 2021. If you're going to look this up to buy it, I would look up, and you want the publisher, I would put Octopus Publishing Group. And, okay, we have a table of contents. There's an introduction to cartomancy, or reading cards, the history of cartomancy, handling the cards. Before you give a reading, the cards must be shuffled because this will activate their energy. Giving a successful reading. And this is a great introduction to cartomancy, to reading playing cards, because I've always thought that was such a mysterious thing. Like, I never understood how people read playing cards, but this is one good way to dive in. It says choosing a significator. So a classic cartomancy technique is to choose a court card known as the significator that represents the questioner. And then we go on. Questions. Can I read for myself? Is it significant if I keep dropping cards? How many times should I ask the same question? Is a reading set in stone? And it says, no, it's a snapshot of how things are at the time of the reading. The situation can always alter, especially if you want to change it for the better. And, I agree with that with all card readings. How many readings can I give at a time? And it talks about the hearts. So it has a section on hearts in general. And then it talks about each card, has a little picture of the card, a tiny picture, and then a description of the card meaning, and then some key phrases. So it looks like that is the way it is for each card. Has one page. So it goes through all the hearts, and then clubs. Same thing for each of those. And we'll do a one card reading, like I said, so you can see how the book's written. It talks about diamonds, meanings of each card, and then spades. And then it has card combinations. So this is interesting. So if you get several court cards together, this is what it could mean. 4 kings means a certain thing. 3 kings, 2 kings, 4 queens, and so on. And it goes like that, about different card combinations. And then it talks about, very interesting. Now the card combinations are only talking about multiple kings, queens, jacks, tens, nines, and aces. It doesn't really talk about the other numbers. And then we have cardomancy spreads. There's a yes or no spread, the 3-card spread, the wish spread. Ooh, we should do one of these. If you want to see one of these spreads, let me know. The magic square. That looks fun. There's, let's see, the arch spread, and then final thoughts. All right, so let's see, the magic square, the wish spread. Maybe we can do another video with some of these spreads. Let me know if you would like to do that. All right, so let's do a 1-card draw so we can see what we might need to know today. Again, these really feel smaller than a regular deck of playing cards. Of course, I'm used to, and there are no reverse meanings. I'm used to bigger cards, but these are not that big. And I didn't really show you the cards, did I? So this is what they look like on the back. They're thin to medium weight cardstock. They're glossy. And I think they're really nice. This is what the hearts look like. Spades. Let's see. Clubs. I shuffled them before I showed you. And diamonds. And I'll show you the, I love the colors. I'll show you the court cards if I can find any. Wow. They're okay. So there's a jack. That's what the jacks look like. And there's another jack. Here is what the queens look like. And here is what the kings look like. So basically, they are a deck of playing cards. They look like regular playing cards. There are no jokers. All right, and they shuffle nicely. I'm just not used to the small size at this point because I've been shuffling big decks, but they shuffle. They don't stick together. So let's ask Spirit. Spirit, what do we need to know today? What do you have to say to us through these cards? What does the viewer need to know or think about or keep in mind right now? What does the viewer need to know or think about or keep in mind? All right, so we got the 2 of clubs. Let's see what that has to say to us. I'm going to set this up a little higher so maybe you can see it better. So there is the 2 of clubs. And let me read what it says. It says 2 of clubs. Something that will be highly beneficial is on its way. It might be a gift, especially if it's unexpected. This could be a surprise jaunt or a longer holiday, for instance, or a lottery card that turns out to be a winner. It could also be a gift connected with a favorite hobby. You might receive an invitation, whether for work or pleasure, to something that is enjoyable or beneficial. The 2 of clubs can also represent a blossoming friendship that will bring joy and the sheer pleasure of being with a kindred spirit. And then the key phrases are an unexpected gift or some other bonus, an out-of-the-blue holiday, or the pleasures of a new friendship. I really like this. And you know what? We're only at 9 minutes and 39 seconds. So let's do a little spread with this. Okay. Let me see what we have here. Let's see. Yes or no spread. Let's see. Choose. Okay, so it says for yes or no spread, choose one color of card for yes and the other card for no, the other color for no. So example, blue or blue would be no, and maybe red, hearts, or diamonds would be yes. All right, so you could do that. Let's do this 3-card spread. It says you can use this spread whenever you want to explore 3 options. All right. So think of 3 options. Simply assign 1 option to each card. Or think of a situation, and we will look at 3 possible options you have for resolving that situation. Okay, so start thinking about that. Now you could do past, present, and future, where the left-hand card is past, the middle is present, and the right-hand card is future. Alternately, you could do morning, afternoon, and evening for a day. And let's do 3 options, all right? The example they give is a person who is having a reading wants to know what day they should have a party. So their first option was the 9th of the month, the second option was the 16th of the month, and the third option was the 23rd of the month. And so then each card will tell them if that option was good. All right, so let's see. How about let's do this way. Let's think of it. I want you to think of a situation that you're involved in right now, and you're looking for some options on how to handle this situation. All right, so these cards are flying. Let's not do that. Wow. Okay. I'm going to shuffle. And, all right, so, Spirit, can you show the viewer 3 options that they have for resolving the situation they're thinking of? What are 3 options that the viewer has for resolving the situation they're thinking of? 3 options, please. It's too many. 3 options for resolving the situation, please. All right, that one definitely wants to come out. Okay, there's 2 more. Wow, look at that. Okay, now, maybe you may think I didn't shuffle the cards well. I thought I did, but let's just see what this is. So let's look at your 3 options, which would be the King of Hearts. And this is an example of how you could do a spread. You could really do it with any deck. Okay, King of Hearts. So this option says, the King of Hearts lives up to his name. He's a mature man who is kind, considerate, affectionate, and emotional, and he wants to take care of you in some way. Sometimes his natural enthusiasm can get the better of him, making him indiscreet or causing him to rush into hasty actions that might not work out as well as he'd hoped. He enjoys being social and feels strongly about things. He may be your father or a father figure, a loyal friend, your partner, a colleague, or an advisor. So, one option might be to get sensible advice from a professional man. One option might be one option might involve a mature man with fair or white hair and blue or green eyes, or a man born under the sign of Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. This could be a man with a kind and paternal personality. So I would say, so you're either looking for a kind fatherly figure to help you out with your situation, but you want to be sure that you are not indiscreet and that you do not rush into hasty actions that might not work out the way that you want them to. So that's one option. Okay, a second option, the Jack of Spades. The Jack of Spades would be oh, this is a Jack of Spades. That's not the Jack of Hearts. Okay, here's the Jack of Spades. Let me find him. Okay, Jack of Spades. Okay, Jack of Spades. This is your second option. This Jack represents a young person who's unreliable or disruptive. At best, they might mean well, but still let you down in some way, or they may make a habit of saying one thing and doing something completely different. At worst, they might be determined to cause problems and to stir up trouble. They might even be someone who's known to the police, or who soon will be. Therefore, it's wise to be wary of them and to be cautious about believing everything they tell you. More positively, this card represents the thoughts of a very young person who has very dark hair. All right, so your second option might involve this young person who may not be trustworthy. Okay, so you probably might want to be wary of this option of trusting a young person who does not always tell the truth or who is not always trustworthy. And your third option, the Queen of Spades, is... This card represents a clever, independent, and uncanny, mature woman. She's no fool, being wise and intelligent. You might find she's a good friend, but someone not to cross. Sometimes this card can describe a mature woman who can be sly, devious, and crafty, so you should be wary of her. She might gossip about you, twist what you say, or be spiteful or malicious. This is a woman who is ruled by her thoughts, not her emotions, so you might find her very cool, distant, and self-contained. The Queen of Spades can also represent a woman who is a rival in love. All right, so it looks like you have three options of people to work with in your situation. A woman who could be a good friend, but someone not to cross. A young person who is not always trustworthy, or a kind fatherly figure. Okay, so this is what, if you work with each one of these, if you choose one of these people, or if one of these people is your option, you might want to be aware of the negatives in working with them. Okay, so you might want to be wary of this person, you might want to not trust this person, and you might want to go for the trustworthy, older, fatherly gentleman. All right, that's just an example of a spread that you could do with this deck, or with any, actually with any regular card deck, playing card deck. All right, so I don't know. I hope that was helpful. It's very interesting to me, and I'm going to do more work with this, I think. I like this deck. This is, again, my review of the deck of fortune, how to read your fortune in a deck of playing cards. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't done so already. It's completely free for you, and it helps me out a whole lot. I want to thank you for being with me today. I appreciate you more than you'll ever know. I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever it is where you are, and I hope to see you again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.